Hello, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We are back for, or I should say, I'm back for another stream. Hope everyone's doing well. So this may look a bit different, so ignore why I'm at the bottom. So basically, what's happened? Jordan isn't able to make the stream. He had to he had something to get in the way, so he actually isn't available to make it for this transfer tips video. So I've decided to go and do the stream for you guys today. So it's just me. Jordan hopefully is back tomorrow for the team selection video. So yeah, I'm going to do the transfer tips video. So let's start off. It won't be a long video. It's just a couple of players that I've selected as a buy, sell, hold, and ignore. So the first one up is a very, very obvious one, I think. And that is Kevin De Bruyne. Now, we know how well Kevin De Bruyne has done since coming back from injury, obviously returning against Newcastle with the 12-pointer. Then every game since he's come back, he's had an assist in every match against Burnley, against Brentford, and now against Everton as well. And now he's got a very nice double game week coming up against Chelsea and Brentford with 2 home games. So Kevin De Bruyne looks like an excellent pick going into game week 25. I think he could go big. Definitely, I am worried that I don't own him myself. And there's no way really I can fit him into my team without taking a lot of hits. So I probably am going to go without him. But if you can fit KDB into your team, I definitely recommend you find a way to bring him in, because I think the last 4 games he's had 4 assists and a goal. He's been super consistent since coming back. And we've seen against Everton, when he came on, the game changed for Man City. They looked a lot more better. Haaland looked better himself because KDB was playing behind him. So, a lot of transfers in already. Over 200,000 of you have bought him in. As I said, his expected goal involvement per 90 and 0.66 as well. So again, he's a great option to have. And on a 4 assists, 1 goal for the season already, and that's coming in his last 4. He is quite expensive now at 10.8 million. However, I still think he's a great buy, especially that double looks nice. And after that, it's a nice game against Bournemouth away, when we know a lot of other teams will be blanking. So yeah, I definitely think you should be looking a way to fit him into your team, as I think he could even be a differential captaincy pick if you didn't want to go Haaland for whatever reason. So yeah, excellent pick, and definitely one you should be looking to buy ahead of double game week 25. Moving it along then to some players that we believe you should be getting rid of. And first one up is Pedro Porro. Now, Pedro Porro has been a bit disappointing in recent weeks, purely because Tottenham's defense isn't great and they are conceding a lot of goals, rarely keeping any clean sheets. And we know Pedro Porro, he was chipping in with the attacking returns, but they have sort of dried up recently as well. He only got the 1 assist in his last 5, and that was an assist against Brentford at home. He had that 8 assists for a season, so we know he's done really well at the start. However, those assists seem to be drying up. He also has a blank game week in game week 26, which isn't great. And there are other defenders out there that have doubles in 25, like Man City defenders, even Liverpool defenders, that you probably want in your team for this week, ahead of someone like Pedro Porro. And I think Pedro Porro can be an easy sell because of that blank. And if you can bring in a player like Nathan Ake or a Kyle Walker of Man City, who's got a double this week, then I definitely recommend it's worth it. And I'd even prefer playing a Gabriel over a Pedro Porro this week, just because I think Arsenal are more likely to keep a clean sheet against Burnley rather than risk Pedro Porro, who probably will concede at home to Wolves. That's just what I think. We know he's a good player still, in terms of he still can punish you and get an attack in return. It's just that clean sheet potential doesn't look great. And I just think I'd rather have other defenders like the Arsenal guys and the Man City guys, and even a Liverpool defender like a Virgil van Dijk, who I think is a really good pick for this week as well. So for me, if you have got Pedro Porro, definitely I think he is quite an easy sell. He's not a must sell, but if you need someone else in defense and you've got Pedro Porro, I definitely don't think he's any reason why you should be holding on to him at the moment in time. Let's move on then, who you should be looking to hold, and that is actually Julian Alvarez, because he's been transferred out by over 200,000 of your managers. However, he does have a double game week coming up. Now, he has been playing, even with Haaland's return back from injury. He's been in the squad playing, starting games as well. He's not been great in the last 2, obviously only getting the 2 points, but he did get 2 goals against Burnley at home in game week 22. His price is only 6.8 million, so he does provide value for money. He is playing for one of the best attacks in the league. He's got a double coming up, and then he's got Bournemouth away. Yes, he may be a bit of a minutes risk on all those matches. However, I still think if you've got him, I don't think it's a bad option to go into double game week 25, especially if you've got Haaland, Alvarez, and a Foden, or Haaland, Alvarez, and a KDB. I definitely think he's good enough to keep, and he could pay rewards as a bit of a differential. Now his ownership is dropping significantly. I probably wouldn't get rid of him. I'll just keep him because I think a lot of managers will maybe underlook Alvarez because they're trying to fit in the likes of Foden and KDB. For me, that's why I have Alvarez as a hold on the list. And then finally, the ignore again. So Palmer. Palmer again done it yet again against Crystal Palace. Chelsea weren't great in that first half. I thought they were quite poor. But in the second half, they did turn it around, and right at the death, Palmer got 2 late assists to end up getting a 10-pointer, which again was a bit annoying for myself because he did make sure I got a red arrow. But we've seen Palmer do well in recent weeks. He's actually had a really good season so far with 10 goals and 7 assists for the season. And the only problem is, however, the next 2 aren't great. Well, the next 5 actually aren't great. So he's got Man City next in a double game week. So a lot of us are going to bench Palmer. Now, we've seen what happens when you do bench Palmer. He can still return. So, but again, that fixture is tough. It's one of the toughest games Chelsea will have this season. And after that, it's a blank game week. So if you are going to bring in, if you don't own Palmer, definitely hold out. I don't think you need to bring him in before Man City and a blank. And then maybe look to bring him in after that if you still want him, if he's still doing well against Man City. So, yeah, for me, Palmer is an easy ignore. If Man City and a blank, I don't think you should be bringing him in. If you've not got Palmer so far, obviously you are very late, but, maybe after 27 is when you consider it. So, yeah, Palmer is an easy ignore. So let's take a few of your comments. We've got Patrick in the chat who says, "Hi lads, playing my bench boost this week. Flecken, Garnacho, Maguire, and Van Heck. 10 players at double and rolling the transfer. Played my wildcard last week. So using the triple captain on Solanke in 28. Brilliant. I mean, 10 double gaming players is excellent. I wish I had that many, but, I'm only going to have like 6, I believe. But yeah, 10 is pretty impressive. And then, yeah, decent bench, I guess, as well. A couple of Man United players on there. Neil also said, "Good luck this week, guys." And 10 players doubling. Patrick, impressive. I have 7. So yeah, let us know in the chat as well how many doublers you have, guys, in the chat. We will have our team selection video out tomorrow, as I said. So just to quickly recap the players that we recommend you should buy, sell, hold, and ignore. So first one up, Kevin De Bruyne is a buy. You got Pedro Porro, who's a sell. You've got Julian Alvarez, who's a hold. And then you also got Palmer, who is a ignore. So those are the 4 players I've picked. Unfortunately, guys, sorry the video isn't as long as it is usually, because we usually would do 8 players, but Jordan couldn't make it today as he as he had something going on. So he actually can't make it for this stream. But yeah, he will be back hopefully for the next one. Just to let you know, guys, if you are enjoying the content, if you are watching it on a playback, please do smash the like button. It really helps support the channel. And also make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out any of the content. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. It's been a very short one, less than 10 minutes. This might be our shortest video so far. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the shorter form content. And let us know what you think of the picks in the comments below. Do you agree with the picks? Do you disagree? I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. And yeah, press a like on the way out. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow for the team selection.